Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I think we're live.
I hit just record.
Well,
do you ever comments or something? Or maybe it's just saying live record?
Maybe. God, I hope we're not.
Well, listen, if we are, we are.
It's a dress
I know,
rehearsal, guys, but if
before.
something gets fucked up, we're going to restart.
Because we're something called professionals.
Yeah, we were not going to go live here, but anyway, we got some big plans for you guys coming up.
Yeah, we do. Now we were going to record an episode of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City last week, so we apologize if you were looking for it, but Bebe was a little under the weather, so we had to postpone.
Near death.
Oh, I hope not, Amanda. But we are here. And we are going to be continuing to do recaps of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City over on Patreon when we're done recapping the 3-part reunion of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So you're getting a little free sneaky peeky here on YouTube and the main feed of We Love to Hate Everything.
Right. And now that Sister Wives has kind of taken over We Love to Hate Everything, I'm sure there's one or two I don't know who you are out there, people that aren't interested in Sister Wives. If you're not, you're a sociopath. But we'll still always be doing Sister Wives over there until that season wraps up. But we're still gonna do a weekly episode, we think, on YouTube, and then also put it on the main feed of kind of what we used to do on Love to Hate Everything, and what we will go back to doing after Sister Wives.
Truly everything.
Just talk about other stuff. Talk about all the stuff we love to hate.
I have a lot to say, but you're kind of afraid for me to mention what I'm fired up about lately about
You've already started a TikTok war as far as I've seen.
Yeah, well, I threw something up. I mean, it's about another podcaster who has a lot of juicy scoop. And I just see a lot of hypocrisy very blatantly. But we'll talk about that another time, another place, because we're talking about Housewives.
Maybe on Patreon.
Maybe we'll start there. It wouldn't be appropriate to talk about with Housewives because Housewives are never hypocritical and they never talk shit. So this is not the time or the place.
Now, the person who I think really thinks that they're doing like some kind of redemption tour here, but is doing the opposite, is one Miss Meredith Marks.
My baby. My baby. I was just going to say Seth. Well, Seth kind of is her baby too.
Oh, God.
Bronx. Now, we didn't get the taglines the first episode, and we have them in the second.
Okay.
So we're going to go through them here. We have our first one is...
Oh, did you make these or did you find these?
I found some of them, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm more of a free spirit. Without the Holy Spirit, I have
because she left.
Because I left Mormonism and I signed the documents in my speakeasy in my basement while eating charcuterie.
Oh, what do you think about that line, though? Good?
I mean, what was it before?
Oh, like...
There's no prick that this rose can't handle.
Or something like that.
I like that one better.
Whatever. Yeah, something about a wild rose.
So if Walter starts going nuts, my aunt is here cleaning my backyard.
I mean,
you guys,
you guys have landlords that come in clean your backyard for you. And they
She's just a really
do
good
frequent
landlord. She does it for
painting,
both of
like
her
just for
tenants.
fun. This is wild. Wow.
Well, I live
Okay.
under like 2 huge pine trees, so like there's needles and pine cones and stuff.
Does she come and take your garbage out and like clean toilets and do laundry too? Oh, you froze up. I think we like spoke
No.
a little too close about things
No,
because
we're
you just
good. We're
froze
good.
up. Okay. We'll
Yeah, I
see
think
if
so.
StreamYard kicks me out this time. All right, let's look at Lisa Barlow. I'll always have your back if you stop stabbing me in mine. She looks great.
That dress, it looks like the shading on that dress looks like she has pit stains.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, pitters.
Can I touch that? Love that. She looks great.
I really hope
don't
we're
know
not
if this
live.
really-
Nobody's in the comments yet, and I feel like people would have. So.
I think it's just live recording. Let's
record
hope,
only. Oh no, it says
guys.
record only. Thank God.
Okay, good. I mean, I think it's okay, but Lisa, you were kind of a monster at the end of last season.
Yeah, but
you
she's
can't
doing,
just say sorry and think it's going to go
playing
away.
some good victim this year. She's doing much better than Meredith.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, we will. Do I have Meredith's? Did Meredith's disappear? Stumbling through this. Why don't I have Meredith's? Can you look up Meredith's while I get Jen?
What's it called? Okay. Headliner? What do they call them? Statement?
Taglines.
Tagline.
Jen Shah. I'm fighting for my life, not your approval. Well, you kind of should though. Because the court of public opinion is actually something. Her boobs look ginormous here.
I can't wait.
Looks great. She looks great in sparkles, though.
She came out of nowhere in this last episode. Like, the way she inserted herself into that fight, I was like, Jesus Christ.
They all just take turns. Meredith is, something with a mark. What is it?
When I take a shot, I always hit my mark.
That's not good.
I think it's because her last name is Marks.
Well, yeah, but it's Marks, not Mark. And when she takes her shot, okay, I don't like it.
It should have been, when I take shots, I always hit my marks.
Boom. Right there.
Is it?
That would have been so much. How did no one on her team think of that?
All right, who's next?
Okay. And then we have Heather. I may be a bad Mormon, but I'm always a good time. It's fine. I mean, it's better than my pioneer ancestors. Just like my pioneer ancestors, I am Heather Gay, Mrs. Utah. And then her other one last year was... wasn't it like I was raised Mormon and now I'm raising a glass of champagne?
Yeah, she's good. She's doubling down this year with I love to give blowjobs.
Oh yeah,
she's more crass than I am. I don't know if that's we're about the same.
Yeah, no, I just want to point out the fact that the little opening montage had this picture of Lisa, which might be my most favorite thing I've ever seen. Look at how her arms. Just the fact that she's smiling like that, like a derpy derp with a helmet on. And look at her arm, the one without the ice cream cone.
Yeah, it looks weird.
How is it contorted? And she's holding like a tissue.
She's giving me Charlotte from Sex and the City.
Oh, I can see that. And then you
the
see
other
Jen
girls
in the
are
background.
Behind. Yeah, Jen's background. And Whitney in the middle, or Heather?
Oh, I bet you it's Heather, but it kind of looks like Whitney. Look at that ice cream cone. That is perfect. How is she not eating that?
It looks like a prop ice cream cone.
I would be flat on my face. That would be my luck. I get probably a $12 ice cream cone and then boom, just down on the ground. I just realized that putting these photos up is probably not great for those of you who are listening. But it's where she's roller skating on.
Full disclosure, guys, we're putting this on the main feed to drive traffic over to YouTube.
YouTube
and check out YouTube to see these pictures.
Subscribe and all that good stuff, right?
Yeah.
And okay, so now in this episode, I mean, I didn't think episode 2 was going to be as important as it's looking to be, because everything is going to go back to this Whitney and Meredith conversation. But before we get to that, we have Jen's mom coming over with the saddest looking charcuterie.
We haven't, I can't, it seems like such a long time ago. I could have sworn we did talk about all this. But yeah, there's 3 charcuteries in this episode.
Yes, charcuterie heavy. And the thing is,
she's living on a budget though, Jody. So this is what budget looks like.
I don't know about that, because there's some expensive looking things on there.
I know.
There's some parm crisps.
Right, but there's also like pepperoni slices that those are like 2 for $5 in the little bags.
I mean, she's gonna need those to last 2 weeks. Like Coach needs to have some of those. Mom can only have 1 or 2.
Random, you know how everything's expensive in Canada? Prosciutto is like almost free.
Really?
Yeah, we're messed up here.
I don't think I've ever bought prosciutto. Sorry, Giada. I know she's a huge fan of our show.
I love prosciutto.
Do the spaghetti. How does she say it?
It's spaghetti alla formiga.
You and Nick do the best. It's so good.
Nick does it way better than me. And I don't think that's actually a dish. Alla formiga. I think I'm thinking of Vera Farmiga.
Fine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Vida Farmiga.
Villa Familio. Is that an actor? Vigo.
Oh, Milo Vitamilia. Milo Vitamilia. Milo.
There we go. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure he likes prosciutto. Anyway, so we have Jen's mom coming over. She's got a puzzle for her. She starts crying. Look at her mom right here. Just no. She's like, well, I lost my house and lost all my retirement, so I sure hope you feel bad.
Yeah. Can I live here, please?
Jen's boo-hooing about
her cry face is honestly so ugly.
Yeah, my sons are gonna miss me, and Reefy and Omar, and it's like, okay, I feel bad for the kids, but I don't feel bad for you. And everyone is saying this. Just the fact that Jen is so innocent these first couple episodes. I'm releasing my fear of trial in 4 weeks, and I'm accepting in and I'm channeling my innocence. Okay, it doesn't work that way, Jen. Also, you go from the Farrah Abraham cry face to what we have her saying in court, which is, Judge Ms. Shah, what do you plead or whatever? And she's like, I'm guilty of wire fraud and misappropriating funds, misleading people, going through the whole rigmarole of all the things she had to do, or she had to say in this. And I have seen this before on like Dateline and stuff. If you take a plea of guilty, it's not, in some courts, some jurisdictions, or some judges won't just let you be like, yeah, I plead guilty.
That's the thing. That's why a lot of people don't want to do it. That's why Adnan never. And by the way, Adnan, all charges dropped.
I know.
He's about to be a fucking millionaire.
Oh, it's going to be raining women.
Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just.
Yes, I could
that's just facts right there.
Yeah.
Do you think Coach Shah is going to stick by Jen? Do you think they'll stay married? Really? I want to say no, but I think he will.
I think absence is. I think once she's gone and that toxic energy is out of his life, he's going to realize like how much it's going to be like Christine and Cody. Like once you're away from it and you're not basement wife anymore.
Yeah.
Then.
And really, by the time she gets out, her youngest one is going to be out of high school. It's just going to be totally different.
And her trial just got moved further, which like
December.
I mean, I guess that's good because she has more time out. But like I would be just on pins and needles. I'd be like, can we just get this over with?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's gonna be years.
What's the minimum? 16? 8? I think it's like 8 to 16, right? No, 30. It's up to 30.
It's up to 30. I don't
30,
know if there's a minimum, but I think it's up to 30.
No, there's
I think she's gonna get I think she's gonna get like 7 to 10, and maybe she'll serve 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Look at all
I
the
feel
people they let out. Come
she's
on.
good. Yeah, and she'll get time off for good behavior because she can pretend to be a good person.
She could charm. I was a little
She's
dazzled by
charming.
her in this episode.
Me too.
Okay, now let's go to. Okay, first we go to Whitney's house, I believe, and then do we go to the Barlow house? I think we're at Whitney's house first, where Meredith shows up in this Beetlejuice jacket. Whoa. This black and white leather jacket. And what the editors did to her when they're talking about the rumors, which we're going to go into probably more later, but it's basically like Lisa slept around and did sexual favors for.
She goes, well, I mean, all I've heard is that she might have done some things to get Vida Tequila in stores. And then she does her stupid, like, I don't know.
I think it's absurd.
And Whitney's like, what? What did you hear? Oh, well, actually, I heard a bunch of stuff too that she's fucking some guy from the jazz. From the Utah Jazz.
Yep. And then they get Meredith chomping away on a cracker. I was like, she's chomping away. And then they get her taking a sip of wine and goes, it was like a little gulp drop. They did her so dirty. It was so good. Now we go over to the Barlow home where Lisa's just like the cool mom. She's always hanging out with Jack. Jack, where are you going to go to college? Oh, Meredith wants to show up. Reminds her of her days with Brooks.
Oh, so this scene was insane. I wanted to slap the shit out of this kid. Yeah.
Hilarious. So she's like, let's just shoot some b-ball, okay? I'm going to put on my champion sweatpants and we're just going to shoot some balls, just like we always do, because we're like so close. And he's like, oh, God, you're making me do this. Yeah. This was so staged and so, ugh. But he went off script a little bit and she wasn't expecting that. And then when he does the clenched fist and the like fudge college, people were doing the little, is it GIF or meme of the Arthur hand? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the Arthur cartoon. There's like a picture that shows like Arthur's hand, like tense fist. And that's what they were like.
Arthur cartoon fist?
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll know it. But they're just saying, because it's like this wholesome, like fudge college.
Well, he doesn't have to go to college, Jody, because he's got a successful business that he started with his 5-year-old brother.
His 5-year-old brother. You mean Baby-Gorgeous?
And she was shell-shocked. Like she lifted out of her body for a second because she was like, I don't even know. Because you know that if the cameras hadn't been there, she would have been like, what the fuck, you little shit? Like, I started that for you. Me and your father. He wouldn't have been
out there with her if there were not cameras around. Please.
I know, but like, she's like, well, actually,
Jack.
Actually, me and your dad worked really hard on that too, and you know, you're doing a great job too, though, Baby-Gorgeous. Oh God, he's not doing anything. I'm like, is Fresh Wolf? Is that?
I wonder how Fresh Wolf is doing these days.
Yeah, I wonder. Love to see.
I wonder if they've kept up on the Instagram between seasons, or if they totally forgot about it and then like ramped it up last week.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, Jackie's got a business. He's just doing that full time. He doesn't need anything else.
In fact, if he doesn't go to college, he's going to be more successful and more rich.
Well, the Fresh Wolf dynasty.
Oh my God.
It's like Redkin, Paul Mitchell, Fresh Wolf.
Yeah. Everyone is still trying to claw their way out of this recession that we just had. But the first thing everyone's racing to do is buy male high-end
grooming product. Yeah. Especially, I mean, there's just half the population is men. And we know how men are just like clamoring the shelves for more.
Oh, yeah.
I need to try more products.
I assume Dave has just a plethora of stuff to keep himself fresh all the time.
Oh my God, you should see the shower. Just rows and rows of like options.
And not hair everywhere.
That same bar of soap.
Smells
it's just
great all the time.
Yeah, Actually, they all smell the same. I mean, men's
Yeah, kind
products
of
all just,
musky.
it's just that smell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
So now we go back to Whitney.
this is a terrible look.
I
Whoa.
had terrible trauma.
Okay. Okay, listen. It's a horrible thing, obviously. Don't need to see it on my Housewives.
I might be pissed off if my brother came to me and told me this. I'm like,
Well,
I didn't need to know that. And also, I get nervous about stuff like this because remember Roseanne that this happened with
I
her,
know.
and then
Yeah.
she came back. So if for those of you who don't know, but Roseanne said that she was in therapy and she
It's like
had
a
all
false
these
memory?
repressed memories that her
Yeah.
parents molested her, which like ruined their lives. And then
Yeah.
she came out later and was like, "No, actually, I guess I was wrong."
hmm
So
I mean, I
that's
think
ridiculous.
something did probably happen, and this is the Dr. Drew theory of the baby voice. The old school, like when
yeah.
Dr. Drew, before he became kind of douchey or whatever, the
Yeah.
Loveline days, he had this whole theory about the baby voice that's normally when a trauma kind of occurred. So
Right.
perhaps
Yeah, then.
that's what it's going to be. But I don't want it in my Housewives, just like I don't like a pregnancy. Do we want to have more kids storyline? Don't
Or
care.
a vow renewal.
Oh God, that's another one. That's the kiss of death right there.
Mhm.
And obviously, I put this look up because yowzas.
It's,
I mean,
I
she
don't know
was
what
borderline
the worst part of it. I
blackface.
think is a little bit of blackface, and I think the worst part is the like the matte pink lipstick.
Yeah,
really
the
brought the looks together.
frosted matte, sort of a ooh.
Yeah.
All right, so now we have all the ladies who are packing for the big trip to Scottsdale, Arizona.
Heyo! I've spent a lot of time in Scottsdale.
I think I've been once or twice.
Hmm.
Long time ago. Hey, Arizona lifeguard days. You know what we need to do? We need to have like our old school photos ready to go so we can share those sometimes.
I'll
and
show
we
my,
can
I'll share my
actually refer to
Yentl
them.
picture of me as
I
Yentl.
love that.
Good one.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a deep cut if you listen to us for a long time. Anyhow, they're going to have a garbage trash horror lingerie party. And we have everyone arriving to the airport. Heather, I couldn't get a full body shot, but she was wearing, this is a picture they took. Look at Jen in the background.
Oh, that's Jen. I thought that was like another pilot.
Right? That's why it's so funny to me. Because it looks like she's flying the plane. Like, I'm taking over here, but fellas. Right?
That's good.
And it's kind of funny. You see between Meredith's boobs right there, she has a little flight pin. And Heather is wearing hers later. But her pants, Heather's pants, you could tell that she tried them on when she was wearing heels. And she was actually wearing gym shoes, or what do you call them? Sneakers.
Were they like short? Were they like a little too short? So it looked weird?
They were very wide.
Okay,
and they just were like dragging on the ground. We're like, if you were wearing heels, it would have a better look, but she was just wearing gym shoes. So it was like,
Patrice, your tail is hitting the mic. Go away.
We have Whitney and Lisa. They arrive at the house, and Lisa's all like, oh my God, I love it. But really, this house is very dated. And Bravo did this hilarious thing right here, which, I would have loved to have been in that production room when they put that one together.
Which, Mary, I think Mary would have to get paid for this episode for that.
Oh, no, I think on Bravo you signed that away.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe.
I'm sure you sign all your likeness away. So they said it looks like Mary Cosby's grand foyer, Barbie's dream house circa 1984, massively outdated, but a good party house. I mean, it was kind of outdated.
Yeah, I guess you can trash it. I'd feel more comfortable trashing it.
Ooh, I would never trash a rental. That on TikTok, have you ever gotten onto that algorithm?
I've seen like landlords going in afterward when their tenants have left and then like looking around.
Oh,
and it makes me just want to cry. Although I guess I kind of did that. No, the inside of my apartment was pristine when I left, but then I left everything out on the driveway. Sorry.
Your neighbors had to hate you.
No, my neighbor. I think my neighbor's like, because my one neighbor, like, the neighbor on the other side, that house had been, what's it called? Vacant the entire, not vacant, but like you weren't allowed to enter it. There's a word.
Oh, condemned.
Condemned.
Okay.
So that house was condemned. The house next to it was condemned, and then there was my house, and then there was next door, which was kind of it was kind of a slum, like slumlords. Like they had way too many people living
The
in
hell?
it. But,
Oh my
but I was
God,
like
where
friends
did
with the
you
one
live?
guy. But then my house was fine.
Wanda.
Elmont.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, that my next door neighbor like messaged me, and I was like, is everything still out in the street?
Bye-bye.
And he said, no, it was there for like a day or two. So I guess they asked someone to come pick it up.
Wow. That's not
I think
nice.
it's
I don't
a
like
free
that,
for
babe.
all. It's like a whole bunch of shit. Like I assume
Yeah.
that people just went up there and grabbed a bunch of shit. It's a free stuff.
That would
There's a whole
never
house of
fly
this.
around here in the suburbs.
Well, can't find me now.
That'd be all over the Facebook neighborhood groups, you know. Okay,
Wow.
so we have Whitney and Lisa talking about Whitney's trauma. That's going to be her whole storyline this season. Again,
Yeah, I
not
just don't
rolling my
care about it.
eyes about abuse and trauma, but like,
Right.
this is supposed to be our escape. Hi, Latrice, producer Latrice.
She's being really annoying this morning.
Well, Lisa's also annoying because Lisa, they're all yada-yadaing each other's trauma. But Lisa takes over and she's like, my parents were like really young and they were really rich. So we had 2 siblings that went to college and then my dad paid for 2 missions. But I was like, it was really hard because I had to brush my sister's hair before school. I was like a grown-up before. I was like grown up. And one time I went on a slide and my dad said, don't go on a slide anymore. And I went on the slide like 20 times. And they left, and I went to the desk, and I said, I don't know where my dad is. And they left. He said one more time, and you stayed and took your sweet time and went down the slide 20 times. Yeah, bye-bye. Learned your lesson.
I remember I have an actual like core memory where I stayed after school for something, and then it was raining, and my dad just didn't come pick me up. He was like 2 hours late, and it was just me sitting. I'm sure that's happened to you. Also, by the way, speaking of trauma, while you were doing that impression and you weren't looking up, Latrice attacked the shit. So for anyone watching the live stream, like I can't wait to rewatch that.
She just
she was
like
fucking
punching back your face.
Oh yeah, no, look, I was scratched. She's just a bitch.
I don't think she likes the Lisa Barlow
She was trying
voice.
to get toward the mic, so I tried.
Oh god, she's turning to look at me, Latrice. Nothing to see here. She just slowly swiveled her head like the goddamn exorcist towards me.
I hate you so much. God. And her tail is just flipping right now. It's like,
well, Scout's under the desk sleeping like a little baby angel. Anyway, so yes, her trauma. And by the way, I almost got kicked out of Brownies because no one would ever come and pick me up because they would forget.
No.
Much like Lisa Barlow's parents, both my parents worked. I was the youngest of 4. I was at a different school than all the rest of them because they were way older than me. So I would always be on the playground, on a swing, waiting for someone to come pick me up because there was no payphones outside. So the teachers would all leave and I'd just be swinging away. And then I knew
to be comfortable leaving us. They're like, well, I guess my shift is over.
Well, my mom would get off at 4:30. So I knew between 4:30 and 5, she would get home and she would realize I wasn't there. So like, I knew I would only be there like 3 hours, the longest, because I got out at 2. So I knew like, okay, 3 hours isn't that long. Anyway, that's some trauma.
Is gonna fix it. By the way, you know what I realized yesterday? I was doing deliveries all day yesterday. Nothing bad happened. It was great.
Good.
By the way, if anybody wants to deliver for Uber Eats, let me know because I'll recommend you. And then I got $350, and I think you get like $100 or something.
Nice.
So let me know. But I was driving by my
AmandaJody1@gmail.com.
Sure, you can just message me on Facebook. But I was driving by my old, they kept me kind of around my old school, and I never put together that my school was Bishop Carroll. Carol.
Guys, we reference The Office a lot. That's the Babe thing from the dinner party episode.
I don't like that story, Babe.
That's a funny story. Michael thought he heard the ice cream man, and he ran right into the door.
Do you want to tell the story, Babe, or should I? I don't like the story, Babe.
Okay. So that's the babe thing. Everyone settle down. All right. Okay. So Lisa,
God, I'm bleeding.
boohoo, whatever. Meredith, Jen, and Heather arrive, and Jen like motorboats Whitney's boobs. That was funny.
Yeah.
I missed
I
you. That's what you did when you and I met in person for the first time.
Totally.
So, just nuzzled right up. Then it's like awkward between Meredith and Lisa because Meredith can't get over this whole freaking thing. And Jen gets the master because she's, going to be going to prison. And Heather
She should be
and Whitney.
rewarded for what she's done.
Yeah. Now, Heather and Whitney have an exchange that I'm glad I went back and rewatched this because, okay, so I don't know whether we should talk about like what Whitney did or didn't know or did or didn't say. Oh, it's going to be tricky because it kind of is woven throughout. Okay, well, the scene where Heather is finding out from Whitney about Lisa servicing vendors for Vida. They're both sitting on the bed and Heather's like rubbing something into her hand.
Oh,
and
yeah. I remember this.
Yeah, you would think it's kind of a throwaway scene, but watching it again, Heather's reaction was very sincere that she
says,
didn't know.
But she also says, "Oh, I'm trying not to laugh." So she
goes, "I'm trying not to laugh." And Whitney's like, "Well, Meredith told me about Lisa doing things for Vida Tequila, and I'm conflicted because I also heard rumors." And Heather laughs and she's like, "Oh my God, what about what? I would love nothing more than to be hearing rumors, but be careful. Don't get yourself involved in this stuff." And it was just the way that she asked for clarification. And it did seem like a genuine surprise when she was like, "For vendors? What is she going to like a bartender or a..." It just seemed really sincere.
And she was also very funny in this most recent episode, Heather. I was like laughing out loud.
Yeah. Okay, so we have the shaman healing ceremony. Meredith is late. And yeah, you know what they say in the healing community, those who avoid healing need healing the most. Oh, God. Okay. Meredith calls Seth and she's like, "Yeah, honey, I'm in the house with 4 other people. What do you think is happening?"
And he's like, have you seen Jen? Or have you seen Lisa yet? Have you seen Lisa? I'm like, you are like 12-year-old girl.
Horny for drama. Yeah.
I know. He's a leprechaun. Leaping lizards stuff.
Yeah, leaping leprechaun. They drink some cacao, which is a deep heart elixir. Is it weird that I like this? I really like it because I like hot cocoa. So I really like cacao. When I got my breast augmentation, I didn't take anything, not even an Advil. I just got a Diet Coke. Like, yeah, because they like pumped you full of drugs while you're under. That's why you didn't feel anything right after. And I'm sure John Barlow was like crushing up some good shit to put in her Diet Coke as she's gulping it down too. So Whitney is letting go of past trauma and hurt, and I'm calling it a oneness. And Jen is releasing her fear of going to trial in 30 days and calling for my innocence. And then Lisa's like, I suck at this. I really sadness, and I call in love, support, and kindness because I'm a good friend. Meredith, would you like to call anything in? I'm not ready to share right now. God.
I just really gotta think about it first. I'm not quite in the place yet. This isn't a safe place. God. Safe. Like, it's like the Sister Wives. Safe, wall.
So they do their little ceremony, and the shaman's like, that's good. Let it all flow. Let's just release it.
This woman is from Central Casting. By the way, they look like twins in that picture.
Absolutely. Look at Meredith's face. Yeah. Like, it just looks... Lisa's very murpy. I love their blankets, though.
Yeah.
I like those colors and everything.
Me too.
So, I mean, they're fine. It's whatever. They're releasing their storylines, basically. It was basically just like a preview thing. So then I believe they go to dinner, and Meredith's all fired up because of the treatment she received from her father and her nephew. And she's triggered because you weaponized my father's death and used it against me. Like, we're still on this.
And that is not even what happened. They were
I
saying
know.
that you lied about the date. Nobody said that your father
About trying to
wasn't
get out of the
actually
trip.
dead.
Right.
Yes. And
You
you
know,
were
Lisa.
being dishonest. And then when you put out the receipts, it just proved that they were right and that you didn't know what you were doing either.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Meredith. At least Brooks Marks hasn't been in it this so far.
Thank
Although
God.
if he does show up, it'll be like a nice little, what's it called? An amuse-bouche.
Ooh, yeah, just a taste. Just a taste.
taste.
I used to be a safe space for you, Meredith. It's like, you are not a safe space. Lisa runs off. Okay, so bye, Lisa. Dinner, they have like another charcuterie board and a caprese salad. And I know they're talking about Meredith for a moment. And then all of a sudden Whitney's like, yeah, I too am on a journey. A healing journey. And that's when, what's her name? Heather's like, you? Which was such a weird reaction to that. You? It almost was like a doubtful.
Yeah.
And that's where we ended up with that episode. So we're at dinner and Whitney is just shared once again about her healing journey. And then episode 3 starts again with Whitney's trauma. And she's going to break the generational trauma cycle.
Yeah. So I found a picture here from her Instagram. Shit. Oh, did I not put it up? God damn it. It's a picture of her with her family. Hang on, I got it right here. And it is just so exactly here it is. Hang on, I'm just putting it up. See, guys, we're getting so good at this technology part of this. Like, see what we're doing here?
High tech.
All right, here it is. And just tell me who this reminds you of, especially with the breaking the cycle. Oh, wait, I just have to click on it, don't I?
It's, well, we're out of the salt flats again, or is that the snow?
I don't know. Don't worry about that. It's just a family professional picture. And then her saying, I'm breaking the cycle.
Yeah.
Dr. Drew.
Oh, gotcha. This just does not seem very warm or... Like, why leather pants and a...
But how much is this like Leah Messer? Yes!
Oh!
Yes! Gosh. And then this is an exact picture that Leah would be taking with now ex-fiance, a Jalen Mosby.
Can you believe it?
I actually was surprised. Like, I'm not surprised, but I was pretty shocked.
Yeah.
That they admitted it.
I thought, doesn't she always like doing this or like... She's like
she'll point directly at the camera, so her hand looks warped. Yeah.
Like giant hand. That's a weird photo. Just the choice of colors and stuff too. We're a family who walks in the salt flats.
Yeah.
Right?
In heels, that would be really fun to walk in heels.
It's just so bizarre. Anyway, okay, so where are we here? Lisa is really trying to be like, Whitney, that's really brave of you. She's really trying to get some tears and sympathy going. And I don't know if you caught this, but just as they shoot to Heather and Whitney is saying, ladies, we like literally have to put all our shit on the table. And there's a caterer that comes over and places a food right in front of Heather as she's saying, we need to put our shit on the table. I don't know if they did that on purpose or how they did it.
Oh,
really
they know what they're doing here.
And this is just Whitney trying over and over again to try to get this. Let's get it all out there. I'm sharing my trauma and we need to get everything on the table. No secrets. And then Meredith's like, well, if you really want to know the truth, all my problems last year, I think stemmed because I did make myself vulnerable. And you know what? You feel like you open up and then you get slapped in your face for it. When did that ever happen with her?
It didn't. She's never vulnerable, by the way.
Never. Because she's not that deep.
No. Or interesting. Lisa apologizes. Meredith just won't fucking accept it.
Yeah. I apologized in LA and it was very It was very hyperbolic. And like, I didn't mean to say those things. It was just a poor choice of words, okay? I apologize in LA.
The producer says, so did you make up what you said in the rant then? And she goes, no. Like, without even thinking, no. I believe her.
Yeah, but
when someone answers that quickly, it says a lot. No.
Right, so she did feel that way. So don't say you don't feel.
Oh no, I think they meant, did you make up that Meredith was fucking half of New York? But also Meredith has not denied that either, because her and Seth were separated.
No, she did. That's why she's wearing hats where she's like, on her Instagram, if you look, it'll say like, I love half of New York, or
good one.
I don't know, just stupid, whatever. So Lisa, okay, then they go back to this like shitty house comment. Back at the reunion when Lisa came over and she's like, I didn't mean to say any of those things. I just said it because I heard that you said something about my house renovation, that I live in a shitty house. So then Meredith's like, your behavior was because you said I said your house was a shitty house and it's unacceptable. Don't interrupt me. That's impolite.
You're an interrupter. It is very impolite, Lisa.
And then Meredith
is
goes
suggesting
off
that Lisa needs help, which is such a shitty thing to say. You don't say that.
I can help you. I'm not a doctor, but I'm just saying. I'm not commenting on your mental stability, but I can provide you the help that you need. And then...
Yet she wanted to be friends with Mary Cosby so bad. The most mentally unstable person.
Jen Shah, anyone?
Jen Shah too, but Mary's worse stable. Than Jen. I'm on Team Lisa Barlow for this. Barlow.
Yeah, I mean, Meredith is making it so hard. Whitney, again, she's like, look at me, Lisa, explain where that pain's coming from. Just explain it because it's real. It's real and it's vulnerable. And that's how it's going to change and break the cycle. Where's your pain come from? Like, enough. We get it. And also, this is not the way to get the rumors on the table. She's trying so desperately to have anyone else bring it up. Look, and then she's just a mess at the end. What?
Look at Latrice back there.
Oh, I thought you were pointing for something behind me and I just freaked out. Oh, here she goes. Okay, Latrice is...
Some mornings I'll wake up and every single closet in my house is like halfway open.
Okay, she just took out like human arms to pry this door open. What is going on? Okay, so this is why cats are scary. Yeah. I didn't hear it, but I saw it.
She's like shaking the whole house.
Oh, wow.
God.
How are you not scared? Okay. Sorry, cats scare me.
I've had her for 10 years.
I will become fully anaphylactic and die from them. So, sorry. There's another bigger issue, a bigger creature coming into
I can't shortly. Wait. But I love that Lisa really makes things better when she says, I'm not going to slit my wrists over this.
Okay, now here's the thing.
She did not mean it that way. Like, she definitely put her foot in her mouth. But
like, she's just grasping at anything, trying to make it a thing.
Oh, and Meredith loved it. Meredith was like, yes, something I can use.
I can't do it anymore. I just can't do it anymore, okay? And then Heather's like, just drink your juice, Shelby. Drink your juice.
Yeah.
Just have a bite of fish, a little bit of wine. You'll be fine. You're fine.
I have a family member who had mental health issues. This is just
who doesn't? Who doesn't have it themselves or a family member? My gosh. Right.
This is just like on Beverly Hills when Diana's like, my family was murdered. We were murdered.
I can't wait to talk about that.
I know.
What a monster. Wow.
Somebody in my family was murdered. So it's not just a threat, okay? I hate her.
Murder is murder. Oh, really? Wow.
Thanks, and then Garcelle's like, I don't want to talk to her anymore. Look, she got the closet open. She's in there now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then Jen's like, my turn. My turn. My family's going through a really hard time. I just want to be here for my family.
I hope you all appreciate your family perspective. Love.
You'd be like, yeah, crybabies. Next morning, Jen's totally fine. Comes in with a megaphone. I would kick her square in the boob if she came into my room with a megaphone first thing in the morning.
Oh my God.
Get out. So they have a big plan to go on a bike trolley and drink, and Meredith is getting full glam for this trolley.
Old Town Scottsdale. I just wanted to say the amount of times I've puked in Old Town Scottsdale, it's not to be named. On the streets. Oh yeah.
Fun time.
Gay bars there. Huh? Yeah, fun time.
Fun time.
Also, the best burger I've ever had of my life was in Old Town Scottsdale.
Huh. Where at? Do you remember the name of the place?
I don't remember. It was me and Brad went there. It was a bacon blue cheese burger.
Ooh,
and it was rare.
Can't go wrong.
No, it was so fucking.
Maybe
the bacon blue cheese burger at Chili's is also really good too. Chili's. Are you out of the closet now, Latrice? After all that.
Yay! Welcome.
Welcome. You're
we
loved.
accept you here. We're allies.
Place of acceptance. Yes.
All right, Meredith's getting glam.
Drinking trip. I'd be like, I'm not doing this. You'd love it because you love that Peloton.
This would be fun. Oh, I would get competitive though. I'd be the only one fucking biking, and unless I get probably actually have to bike for it to be going. But
I'd be the one that just like jumps in and is just like sitting there. This got crazy though.
Oh yeah, it did.
What the hell? How are they this drunk? They must have done a lot of pre-gaming before this.
Yeah, this is nuts. So actually, I have a video that the Phoenix, Scottsdale, Arizona bike dude put up on his TikTok.
This guy?
Yep. I think his name is Kevin. And
even
I'll play this.
Have you ever had a threesome? Because a seven-some is going to blow your mind.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, only thing I can't have. You to stop with the
Yo, I know, but
okay, so what what Heather said, I don't know if it picked up or not, but she said, like, have you ever had a threesome? Because a seven-some is going to be really something. That got insane. At one point, Jen pours alcohol like into
Whitney's vagina. I'm like, so she has a yeast infection now, so that's fun.
I would hate that. I'd be, first of all,
it's like alcohol. It's
limited wardrobe of things that A, I fit in, and B, that I like. And then you're pouring it on me, so that's probably ruined.
I'm more concerned about alcohol going into my vagina flaps.
Yeah, gross. Would you ever just wrap your legs around your friend's face on a trolley like that?
It's
on a hot Arizona day,
physically, and the answer is no. Whitney's wearing a short skirt, and she's like has the balls to like turn herself upside down, like she's fucking fit.
I mean, I don't think I like smell or anything, but I definitely wouldn't want to find out. Yeah, by having my friend be like, exactly.
You think that if somebody poured alcohol, like into my spread legs like that, it would help my hemorrhoids though?
Oh, might like dry them out.
Yeah.
Maybe do like some peroxide probably.
No, I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with it. Doctor said not to mess with them.
Okay, well, don't mess with it. Well, I mean, I could probably tell you if you were to do that to me. I'd be like, okay, yep, those are outers. Those are not some innies. Yikes.
Also, like nothing I love more than drinking on a wobbly object like this. Like I would.
Yeah, it didn't seem very stable. It looked
get really motion sickness.
Oh, here we go.
I do. Ask my parents.
Would you get altitude poisoning or whatever too because you had to go up on the bike?
I have a lot of issues, don't I? Yeah. What a health problem. No, like on road trips as a kid, I always had to lay down in the back and take Gravol, and I couldn't read and I couldn't even look out the window.
Oh, poor baby.
Do you know why? It's your equilibrium. It's your ears. That's why you get sick.
Oh.
It's the balance in your ears.
On our road trip on the way back from Florida, we stopped to eat, and then Paige fell asleep for a couple hours. Yeah. And when she woke up, she just went, I need to throw up, and threw up all over the place. And it was like storming. It was 11 o'clock at night.
Where, on the ground or in the car?
Oh, in the car.
Oh, that's nothing harder than cleaning puke out of like that
Yeah.
material.
Like,
in her
luckily,
car.
most of it got on like a blanket and a pillow she had, but we had to throw it away. And then she was crying. She's like, "It's sentimental, meant a lot to me." And I'm like, "Oh my God." Yeah, it was like 11 o'clock at night. We're checking into a hotel. It was awful. So yeah, next morning we went and we got our motion sickness stuff, and we're like, "You're not going to eat or do anything. You're not laying down. You're
No,
doing
it's
nothing. We're not
real.
having
It's
that one
too
again."
much.
Even scarier and more traumatizing and more upsetting to the soul is heading to the Musa writers.
Right.
You guys might know them from the Dior 2019 collection, obviously.
Oh my God. They of course can't just go horseback riding though. Well, these women come out and Whitney's like,
How are you sitting? I've never seen that before.
"You've never seen anyone riding side saddle ever?
Side
What?
saddle.
That's crazy." So
I don't think Heather did either.
No,
Because Heather's
knew.
like, "It's called keeping your knees together, Whit."
Okay. Well, of course they have to. This is the best outfit Meredith's ever had. I gotta say.
I
the top I thought was
loved Whitney.
beautiful.
Whitney's. I loved that black.
I liked
with
all
the
of them. I
color.
thought they were all gorgeous.
Oh, I want Whitney's top, but like obviously something that would showcase my boobs a little bit too much. But I love any sort of clothing with that sort of embroidery and color on it. Oh my God, I love it.
Now I know Jody loved this because she's a really big fan of horses.
I don't like that picture, babe.
Like this one?
Take that off. Oh God, see? Okay, so listen. Oh, I don't like that one. Most of you know I had a very traumatic horse experience. Don't look at the muscles. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. Look at the muscles.
See the muscles on that one? It's jaws that like the damage.
It's whinnying. It's happy.
Whinnying. No. I've never heard a horse whinny.
Look at this one. I thought this one was funny.
That's not funny.
Chasing a small child.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
Kid is traumatized.
You know what's even scarier? When you're on the horse and it wants to get away, it wants to get back at you. Okay. I don't like this. Here's the thing. No one come after me like horse hater. The thing is, I'm not looking.
Oh, I'm done. Those are all
the animal. I respect the animal because they are smarter
from a
than
distance.
us, and they are very strong, and they have a very strong dislike of chubby 10-year-old girls from the Midwest that just want to get their Girl Scout patch. And you know what? I would like, we have a bigger platform now on YouTube. I would like anyone in the Oregon, Illinois vicinity who is familiar with White Pines Ranch circa, I'm going to say 1990. Yeah, about 1990, 1991, who is familiar with well, she wasn't big in size, but she was big in attitude. Buttercup, this fucking bitch. I told you, I still have scars on my leg to this day because she ran against a barbed wire fence. And I challenge White Pines to show me that she was a docile creature because she was not.
Now, this is the funniest story
into the lake.
Ever. So, okay, am I getting the details right? So you're walking nicely up the trail ride. They give you Buttercup.
No, before we got to the trail, there cornfields, and she ran through the cornfield. So right?
Already she's taken off immediately.
Yeah, through the cornfields, right?
It's like, how long were you on the trail ride for?
Oh, it was probably like an hour.
Oh, until before she did this.
Oh no! Immediately. She was
immediately. Okay. So she runs through the cornfield. Then she drags you up across a fence.
So then the trail goes around. Yeah, we go up towards like a clearing. Yeah. A clearing, yes.
Yeah.
And to the right is the barbed wire fence, just to be clear, okay?
Right.
So clearing, everyone's in a line. There's like a leader.
Never gets less funny.
We're in the clearing. I'm on Buttercup, who I chose because it was one of the smaller horses because I am afraid of large, smart creatures. And she proceeds to take a piss. And it's like a balmy fall sort of weather. So I'm already drenched in sweat and those stinky helmets. Okay. And it's like, and I'm seeing the rest of the group starting to like proceed past.
out of view.
And I'm
at
like,
this
oh
point.
God, she's peeing. So it's splashing all over my
Yeah.
peg roll jeans and my generic Keds. And then
Me and my mom
after
got peed on by a tiger at the Calgary Zoo one time. We were like right up close, and the tiger came right up to us, and like we were like, "Oh my God!" And then he turned around and just peed like.
she got like the actual.
Both
like
of
it didn't
us.
hit
We got
glass.
sprayed. Yeah, because they maybe it was it might have, now that I think of it, it might have been spraying us.
Which is like
they like it goes out like that. But he just turned around, looked at his tail, and just
he
went.
was claiming you. He wanted you.
He knew I was one of his.
He wanted a
this
piece of you.
This girl likes her animals.
Okay, I would never go to the zoo again after that. But yeah, so Buttercup peed and then Buttercup pooped. So at this point, like she's taken her sweet time, and now the rest of the troop and the leader have made their way.
Were you like, guys, wait? Or were you just like frozen in fear?
I think like I know I was breathing very heavily. And I didn't want to like panic because they said like, oh, if you're calm, the horse is calm. So I'm like, okay, go like, and I wasn't gonna like kick it with my foot. So I was just like, I think I might have went like this. I don't know.
Well, that means
like,
run though.
No, she wasn't moving. She was just like peeing and then like standing there and then pooed.
Decision.
Okay, and then I got scraped along the barbed wire fence.
Right.
And then she realized like, oh, the troop is descending the hill, and it's through like a forested path. Okay, it's like a narrow, like little dusty thing. And again, narrow is the key word there. Well, Buttercup doesn't want to be last in line, so Buttercup decides she's gonna fucking try to pass all these horses. So she went to the left, but horses can't go anywhere. They can't go right because it's forest. And I'm like, I was in such a panic. I know I didn't say anything. I was just like, and everyone's like, whoa, like where you going? And I'm like, it happens so fast. But it was probably like 15 horses just butting off the trail. And then when she got to the front, past the leader who was on like a big white stallion, then
she ran into a lake.
Then it was like Free Willy, where she just took off with me into this like a lake, but it was more like Coyote Pass pond. It was like retention water.
Yeah.
And she didn't even hesitate. She just went full in. So I'm up to my knees in water. And then the chick on the stallion thought it would be a good idea that like chasing Buttercup would make her come back. But she was like, no, like this is happening. Like I'm here. So finally, I know, like I was wet. I know my pants were.
How did you get off? You got off in the pond?
I think she might have like pulled the rein a little bit. Oh no, I had to then stay on her for another like 10 minutes till we got back in the stable.
Probably smart, because I feel like if you jumped off, it would have kicked you in the face.
Oh, she obviously wanted me dead. Now the kicker, the real injustice here is the next day we had a grooming patch where we had to like brush them and then like do the tail or the head, and then you had to like do something with his teeth or a bit or something. And I was terrified, because it was like a near-death experience the day before, and I could not, like, I was physically frozen, and they didn't give me the fucking patch because they didn't complete it.
I think if you just hold on the reins, which means stop, that she would have stopped. Because they're trained.
Why did it? No, I'm sure while my body was being flown on top, I did some sort of pull motion on her. It's a miracle I stayed on. Thank God for these strong Polish thighs that like kept me on.
We've told this story.
The smartest thing I could have done,
and it gets funnier every time you tell it because you add more details in.
The smartest thing I could have done would probably, like, when I was being dragged against the barbed wire fence, would have been to just like grab onto one of the posts and then just like hurl myself off.
No, I think the smartest thing you did was stay on there.
I don't know.
There's no telling. You can't get any thrown from a horse, Amanda.
Okay, right, well, anyway. I don't know why they volunteered to get on these horses
but for some reason, all season on every reality show, it's like horse heavy.
Yeah.
There's like so many horses. There's been horses twice already on this show. There's only been 3 episodes.
And they're volunteering to get on these things and sit sideways.
Well, they're just walking though, and there's a person like in charge at least.
Actually, they had 2 people walking next to them, but I'm going to argue like these horses, that could be almost more dangerous because they are so smart. Like if they want you off, they're bucking you off. They're smart.
Oh yeah, they know what to do.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
I always wonder what happened to Buttercup. Oh my God, what I would give in my life to have someone else who was like, I was there and I remember going on Buttercup as well.
Like when
I can't have been the only one.
Right.
Like I wasn't that fat as a kid. So like it wasn't like I hurt
That
it.
had anything to do with it.
Okay.
Well, let's go back to Whitney tells Whitney's never seen side saddle. Whitney's too scared to get on the horse, so I felt like you could relate to her there. She's like,
I'll just walk next to the horse. Thank you very much.
So
you know what? I'm gonna say standing next to the horse is probably even scarier because it can kick its leg and like
can't really do anything with its front legs though.
Its head. Look at the muscle, the jaws in that thing that you threw up there.
The jaws. But anyway, there's this whole thing that's happening before this horse thing that Whitney's trying to stir up shit.
And she's like, look, we just really need to get to the bottom of this. And Meredith, we need to set.
And Meredith's like, I never actually spread rumors, Whitney. Let's get this clear. I was very vague, and I said pertaining to. It's like, that is not what you again.
Yeah.
You know you're being filmed, right? Right, Cody Brown, right, Robin Brown. You know.
I mean, yeah, she was talking about her marriage, and I don't think she used the word pertaining when she was at Whitney's house.
She never said pertaining.
So she was talking to her. However, Meredith is right that she never said anything about the tickets to the game.
No, she never said anything particular about
person. That was Whitney, and Whitney,
but she still is talking about.
She's talking about it. Yes,
giving blowjobs.
Yes, Whitney is a snake because Whitney absolutely had Meredith come over so that she could say, "You came to me. You came to me." Well, like, yes, she went to your house for filming, but she didn't.
And on the schedule that day, it was Meredith. Meredith goes to Whitney's house and they discuss Lisa's marital transgressions. Yes.
It's just so sneaky. Okay, so I
wanted to say this is so us. What Heather trying to get up on that horse?
I was just gonna say they have to get up on the horses.
Push her up.
She's like, oh, I got it. I got it. And Lisa's just like going around with that stupid smile, just like she was on her roller skates with her helmet on. She's like, oh, this is great. I love horses. Just like a horse helmet.
I'm on a horse.
And Meredith's trying to go up. She's like, it's just the dress is the problem. Blaming the dress.
You know, the horse was like, God, man, I get Meredith.
I know. I thought we were done for the day. And Jen's like, if this fucking bitch bucks me off, that would be me. So help me. And then Lisa's like, oh, I love that. This is an art. Well, what did you wear for the Dior show? Literally, my husband got me these boots, these Gaucho boots from the Gaucho collection. Are you tired? Oh my God, girlfriend, you want to get up here with me? That woman was like, I'm good.
Okay.
Good.
I don't know
you know that we do this like 3 times a day. All right.
Yeah.
You're just the 6 o'clock group. Jesus. Okay, garbage horror lingerie night. Okay, let's get to it.
Night. Meredith looks stupid.
I hated this look for her.
You look dumb.
She needs to stop dressing so boxy. Oh, I know. Heather. But Meredith looks ridiculous too. And her pants.
I thought Heather looked good.
I don't think that was the right thing for her. It made her look just very boxy.
But Heather is shaped like that, which is exactly how I'm shaped. I go straight down. There's no curves.
Yeah, but my thing with Heather is that she always goes high up around the neck and she's got like bigger arms and boobs like me, so it just makes you look
I was proud of her to show her stomach, and I thought it looked great.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Then
didn't like the whole
Whitney,
thing.
like, God.
Okay, Whitney, we get it. You're skinny and you can wear that stuff. I mean, I would not come out of my room for that party,
I
first of
thought
all.
it was a little bit much, actually. Like, you're wearing, like, a thong.
Yeah, and she
Little to
obviously
the imagination.
bent over on purpose like that to show off her butthole or something. I just, whatever.
Anyway,
Yeah,
they're making
Meredith looked
salmon, which always makes me
stupid.
think of Cara Berry.
Oh, yeah. What would you pick, steak or salmon?
If I'm
Steak,
wearing
obviously.
lingerie, I'm picking salmon. Because it's lighter.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Steak's
were
gonna like weigh you down. Well, also if I'm eating lingerie, I'm not. Or if I'm wearing lingerie, I'm not eating anything. I actually love salmon. It's one of my favorite foods.
Nope. I'm going with the steak. Some meat. Some man meat.
If there was
Give me some
lamb, I would
meat.
get lamb. I've discovered.
Oh, here we go. Lamb. Yeah, Meredith walks in. She's like, "Hello, ladies." And if you notice later when she's talking at the table or she's yelling at Whitney and Whitney's yelling at her pants are making noises. Did you hear that?
No.
They're going like squeak, squeak, squeak. Because they're like that stupid pleather. It was so funny.
She looks so dumb. Like I don't even think it's that she's like she likes to be
modest,
conservative. It's not even that. I think it's just she just has such bad style.
I agree. And I hate her sunglasses she was wearing last episode too. She's got this weird glasses thing going on. Lisa comes out in pajamas. That's Lisa. That's what I would have expected, I guess.
I guess. I mean, it seemed like she was kind of making a shady statement, but maybe she wasn't. She's like, I feel sexy, okay?
Well, she's always covered up like that.
I guess
even at the pool and stuff, she's always like has something on over her. So Whitney and Jen go out by the grill, and Whitney's just stirring the pot right here. Like, so
Whitney's already wasted here, by the way.
Right? Because I'm in the middle. I don't want to be in the middle. Because like I heard rumors. So you heard rumors too. Oh, Meredith, good. You're coming over because I need you to say something because I'm coming from a place of strength because I'm breaking the cycle and I don't want to be Nancy Drew anymore because I'm a strong woman in cycles.
Yeah.
I want to put it all out on the table, okay?
And at one point, Meredith just goes, "What are you talking about?" Which was everyone. What is going on here?
Whitney's wasted already. I don't want her handling my salmon, by the way.
Oh, yeah. And, producers were there like, okay, so we have like an hour before contractually, like we have to take a break and leave for the night. So you guys got to like get things going here. So Whitney storms
we'll
inside.
Handle the salmon, go inside.
Everybody, please shut up. Shut up. Everybody, please shut up.
And everyone's just like this.
Yeah.
No, quiet. I'm going to say things the way I like to say things because it's my own way.
They're like, and the broccolini's getting cold, so.
Yeah, and there's like, I'm going to get the salmon.
I know, it's so good.
I'm like, can we, but let's eat though first.
It's going to burn.
Salmon.
This house, we're going to be responsible for this, even though it's not coming out of my pocket. I'm not. Having a fishy house on my dime.
Salmon's only staying medium rare for a couple minutes here. So like, let's get on this.
Right. Okay. So Whitney says, first thing,
Meredith came to me with rumors about your marriage.
Okay. Not what happened. She came over, you sat down for wine and you brought it up.
Whitney,
Yes, I rewatched it. Whitney was the one who brought it up. Who's like,
I heard rumors about her and a very successful businessman.
And then Meredith's like, I have heard some rumors too, but she didn't know the ones that Whitney was talking about. Right. And she's like, and that's when, oh God, all of them, they're stupid, freaking annoying 80 girls named. Meredith is like, and I think that's absurd. It was absolutely Whitney. So then it goes into like giving blowies for jazz tickets. And Heather's like, for tickets to the jazz game. Jazz.
Like maybe sitting front row next to Jack Nicholson. Yeah, I'll give some blowies.
Yeah. So Lisa's like, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. He's like my father. That's disgusting. Does this feel good? Just hurt me more. Hurt me more. And Jen's sitting there and she's like, Jen Shah, who? I mean, this is good. This is some good shit going on here.
Right.
Meredith says she's heard for years about Lisa always ranting about her, which I think is bullshit. That Lisa's rant at the end of last season isn't the first time she's gone off about her.
You think that she has not?
I don't think she has.
I believe that. I'm team Lisa here.
No, Lisa,
no,
I didn't. That's
it has
fine.
happened over and over and over again.
If it did, then Meredith would have brought it up a long time ago because Meredith loves having grudges on people. So then they get Lisa running away and she's like, I have taken the brunt of so much. I need to call my husband.
She starts to walk and then she runs. Yeah. So
like someone in an SNL skit, like so good.
So yeah,
and then Jen watches her run away, and then Jen's like, all I have is my family. I have nothing, you guys. I have nothing. My turn. It's my turn to be
that's totally, and everyone, and then they're like, Whitney, look what you did. You set off this poor woman.
Mm-hmm.
And this whole time, Heather was like under the thing going, Jen, this is supposed to be about you.
Right. Because you're going to like prison.
That's totally what it is. So now Meredith goes in, Lisa, I would like to talk to you, please. I have nothing to say to you. I have nothing to say to you. No,
I thought this was bold.
What?
Because Lisa said, you're not welcome in here. Get out. I don't want you to be in here. And Meredith's like, I don't care. Just listen to me. And like, wouldn't leave. I thought that was really condescending and rude.
Well, because what if you did that to Meredith, for God's sake?
Oh, my God.
I don't know if this was before or after, but like Lisa's freaking out and she's like, this is ridiculous. I hate this. You're always so mean to me. And then Meredith's like, okay, Lisa, let's calm down. Okay, let's on. And then Lisa says, stop condescending me, stop patronizing me. I'm allowed to have my feelings. And Meredith is being a condescending asshole.
Oh, absolutely. Like,
so
now you're out of control.
Yeah.
And then she's like, listen, let's go talk to Meredith, or let's go talk to Whitney, and let's get down to the bottom of this, because I did not say anything about blowjobs and vendors for Vida Tequila. So they go out to Whitney, and Lisa just goes right to her, and she goes, did you say anything about me in my marriage? And Whitney goes, I did not. Meredith came to my home. That's a lie.
Yeah.
You are such a fucking liar. So then Meredith is like, no, listen, I knew that there were rumors and I should have ended the conversation. I'm sorry. I should have ended the conversation. And then Lisa's like, okay, but I'm so sorry because this is so hard because I'm an empath and I absorb it all. I'm an empath. Okay, sure. And then Meredith's like, just go in your room and I'll check on you in 4 minutes. Don't know why I said not 3, not 5.
That was actually kind of funny. That was like a moment where Meredith seemed like kind of funny-ish.
Right.
But then the whole thing turns to Heather and Whitney because Heather is irritated because this was supposed to be about you, Jen. You, Jen.
Right.
And
you. We rented this big house because you're going to the big house soon. That's why we did this for you.
But Whitney says, I do believe this, that they went to the basketball game with Angie.
Yes.
And she said, they were sitting in this person's seats, and Angie
they turned around and they saw John Barlow and Jack Barlow sitting in this dude's seats.
And Angie said, that's the guy that Lisa's servicing.
Right.
And Heather's like, I do not remember that. And Whitney's like, you're lying. You were right there. And this is when we were, I don't know. I do believe Whitney here.
I don't.
You don't?
I think Heather was there, but she didn't hear that. And like Heather said, if I had heard that, I would have loved to have known that rumor. Yeah. You don't think I would have loved to have shit on Lisa Barlow? Whitney said it is not absurd and went into great detail on rumors about Lisa. Of course, we see only a small snippet of what she said. I agree with that. Okay, so that was Meredith.
But then so now here's Whitney. Angie Harrington wrote, not sure what I did to deserve that betrayal, Whitney Rose. That sucked. And then Whitney just retweeted this and wrote, you lied, period.
Huh. Okay. So now this is also another one. So Angie, this is all happening last night. Angie said, next time I invite a good friend to an event, it will be Meredith Marks. And then she put hashtag she can't be trusted, meaning Whitney. Then she said, quoting Heather, like,
Which is funny. Yeah. I'm just like,
well,
fucking
guess
nugget!
what? Yeah. She goes, if I would have fucked him too because I love sitting courtside. Fuck you.
That was so funny when she said that. I would have. And she made like a pumping.
Like, and then she said fucked anyway. Yeah. So Angie said, I missed that fucking nugget too, Heather Gay, hashtag because it didn't happen. Not sure what I did to deserve that betrayal. Whitney, it sucked. And then Whitney had responded, like you just said, to that. I don't think Angie actually said that. I think Whitney's lying about it. I think Whitney knew she didn't really have a storyline for this season. She knew it was going to be like a serious thing. She's trying to stir shit up. She knew that it would get Angie on the show as well. Because on Watch What Happens Live, what was it, a week or two ago? It was Whitney and Lisa. And Whitney was saying that she believes like Lisa more than she would believe Heather. And that there is something fishy between Meredith and Jen, that they're buddy together, which is weird because she was anti-Jen.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine that Lisa had seen the footage of Whitney saying what she said to Meredith and still think that Whitney was totally innocent in this.
Yeah, I know. Well, I guess this is a to be continued episode, meaning that the first 1 minute of next episode will be good. And then they'll wake up the next day like all friends again.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Whatever.
Well, guys, be safe. Stay away from any horses or clearings or barbed wire fences. And,
or cats.
And listen, no funny business. No more hashtag justice for buttercups. I don't like those hashtags. Okay.
I don't like those hashtags, babe.
The real victim here is May. It was May.
All right, guys. Check out our Patreon. Check out everything.
Total Request Podcast. Exactly.
Okay,
just
people do, right? They go click the subscribe button.
Where to go.
That way. It's hard to point. There we go. Yeah, because we have our screens flip. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment. And click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast. That's patreon.com/trpod. And We Love to Hate TV. Patreon.com/Love to Hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.